putting your own practical knowledge towards your qualification. In the sense, like I said, it's 100% online. Now, we don't have any exams. It's all based on assignments and quizzes. And you can actually utilize your own experience and your knowledge and put forward for your case studies, for your assignments and quizzes as well. So you'll be able to finish this course in 2 years part-time, consists of 12 units. Each unit runs for 7 weeks. And you need to put in at least 15 to 20 hours per week of studies per unit. Now, talking about that, the learning outcome about Master of Healthcare Leadership is basically you'll be gaining the knowledge of contemporary theory to drive change within the health industry and how to become, like, you know, a strategic healthcare leader within the healthcare system as well, and how you'll be adapting change into the healthcare systems. So you'll be doing 11 core units and 1 elective. Now, we are very flexible with the early exit options as well. Say, for example, out of the 12 units, if you have completed 4 core units and you want to exit as you cannot proceed any further, you can apply for early exit and graduate with a graduate certificate. And likewise, after completing 8 units, you want to apply for the graduate, you can apply for early exit with the graduate diploma. And you can also put it on a hold, defer your studies, and you want to come back to it later on and complete it, full masters, you can do that as well. So we are very flexible learning structure in the sense we want to balance your work lifestyle and your family time as well. So we don't want to overload with anything and don't want our students to stress out about anything as well. So we have got 6 study periods in a year. So you do 1 unit per study period. Now you can do, you can choose to do more, like 2 units per study periods, but we don't recommend that. As I said, like, we don't want to overload our students out there. So we would recommend you to do 1 unit per study period. And we also provide fee help for the Australian citizens as well. Now the fees is $2,340 per unit. That is for the domestic rise. Now, looking into the detail as well, in regards to that, we've got the intake starting on the 6th of July. And obviously, if you're scared to start off straight up to the Masters of Healthcare Leadership, you can start from the graduate certificate. So it's the same thing, basically, you'll be climbing up the ladder. So you do 4 core units, and that will lead you into a graduate certificate. Once you've finished your graduate certificate, you can work your way up to the graduate diploma. So your units that you've done in graduate certificate will be carried forward towards your graduate diploma. And the 8 units you've completed will be taken forward into the master's program as well. So you can go climb up the ladder step by step to get your master's, or you can go directly to the master's. Now, in order to get into the course itself, you have to have successfully completed a minimum of 3-year bachelor qualification or equivalent in a health-related discipline, and provide evidence of minimum of 1 year full-time and current work experience at a degree level in a health-related field. And also be proficient in English, which I believe everyone is there. So it's a very good course out there, and especially what Pete mentioned, what's happening out there. It's like, it's basically a blessing in disguise to go for this course and help people who are being affected in these areas, and, like, you know, understand of what's happening out there and utilize your own knowledge to come up with strategic plans to, like, you know, help within the health industry, health system. Thank you. Over to you, Pete.
Okay, and so that's with the covering all the Master of Healthcare Leadership, and would you like to expand a bit on the Master of Mental Health Nursing as well?
Yeah, sure. So with the Master of Mental Health Nursing, this course consists of 12 units as well. Now, and it's exactly the same, 100% online. And no exams. It's all based on assignments and quizzes. In order to get into this course, you'll need to have access to a mental health nurse practice or a mental health nurse practitioner during the course of your study. In the sense, if you need any help and support in the background of it while doing your assignments and quizzes, you'll need someone there who has got vast knowledge within the area. You don't have to do anything practical work there, but it's just to help you out with your, like basically while you are studying with your assignments and quizzes. Now, with the learning outcome for this, you'll be getting to know more about the holistic mental health treatment and understanding the contemporary mental health as well, focusing more from clinically active academics as well, and basically gaining the contemporary understanding of emerging trends within the mental health care. And also you'll be working towards developing skills through the evidence-based theories and knowledge as well. And you can apply your knowledge immediately into practice within a hospital environment or any setting at all required by the health industry. So here you'll be doing also 11 core units and 1 elective as well. Now the fees is still the same. The domestic fees is $2,340 per unit. And any Australian citizen is eligible to get the fee help. And we are doing exactly the same thing as well when we talk about going from the coming from the Masters of Mental Health. So you can go directly and apply for the course itself, or you can step up the ladder going through with our graduate certificate in mental health nursing, then the graduate diploma in mental health nursing. So once again, with the graduate certificate, you'll be doing 4 units, and graduate diploma will be 8 units, and you can carry this 8 units forward for your master's program. So either way you go, the ladder climbs up to the same framework, to the same area. You will still gain your Masters of Mental Health Nursing at the end once you finished your 12 units. And once again with this, once you have done your study, you'll be also accredited with the mental health, Australian College of Mental Health Nurses. So that's a good thing about this course as well. And basically, it's your step towards helping out the nurses out there as well. So but this course will be most suitable for nurses out there. And in order to do this course, you have to also be a registered nurse. If you are not a registered nurse, then we do have a program which is Masters of Mental Health only. So with the nursing side, you need to be a registered nurse in order to get into the program. Thank you. Over to you, Pete.
Great, thank you so much, Shalu. And I actually know the course coordinator for the Master of Mental Health Nursing, Professor John Hurley, and he's an amazing man and has basically been a health practitioner in mental health nursing his whole life, and then into research as well. So did you want to talk more, Shalu, about the Master of Mental Health? As you mentioned, you don't actually have to be a registered nurse, correct, to go into that course.
Mm-hmm. That's correct. So with the Masters of Mental Health, all you need is to have successfully completed a minimum of 3-year bachelor qualification or equivalent in the health, psychology, or social science related discipline. So anyone with the background with the bachelor's qualification within these 3 areas can get into this course. So you don't actually have to be a registered nurse to do the Masters of Mental Health. So the learning outcomes of this one will be basically, once again, it's pretty much similar to the Masters of Mental Health Nursing. And in here, you'll be getting to know about what's happening out there within the public health sector or the government health sector side of it as well. So you'll be the lending of, like, after doing this course, you can look forward to taking a next step up to become a social worker, child protection officer, counselor, occupational therapist, government assessor, case manager, mental health worker, and there's many more that you can choose from. The only thing you won't be able to do is to practice as a mental health nurse. So once again, with this Masters of Mental Health, it still consists of 12 units as well. The fees is exactly the same, 100% online. The learning structure is the same. And also with Master of Mental Health Nurse, you won't be able to get the accreditation with the Australian College of Mental Health Nurses. So that is one thing that you won't be able to get from here. But it is, you'll be basically learning from the clinically experienced within the mental health academics as well. You'll get one-on-one dedicated support from our team as well. For all the programs that I have discussed so far, we have got, we provide a full support. You'll be able to collaborate with the course coordinators, other students via web chats and webinars as well. And from our end, the student success advisor will be allocated to help you out all the way through until you graduate. So you'll never be alone. We'll be there to guide you through all the way through. And the course materials, everything is very current and comprehensive as well. Over to you, Pete.
Great, thanks so much, Shalu. And so we do have an intake for these courses in our fourth study period, or study period 4, with classes starting on the 6th of July. So you can still apply now, and it's best to complete an application by the 26th of June at the latest. You can also apply for an August or November intake if you would like to start a little bit later. So applying is free and easy. You just need to log on to our website, select the course that you are after, hit the Apply Now button, which is on the right-hand side of the screen. You put in your personal details, select the mode of study and the course, so online, and then obviously upload your relevant education and work experience. And so obviously these courses have prerequisites around previous study, and quite often, so for the mental health nursing course or Master of Mental Health Nursing, you do need to be a registered nurse. So you would actually have to upload like position description, etc., or registration around that, as well as your education qualifications. So essentially, the more information you provide as part of your application makes it easier for us to assess and turn around an offer for you. So then you just need to hit submit and away you go. Our admissions team will be in touch if they do need any more information on that.